What I'm saying is I'm being honest to you guys. I've been humbled and I have no reason to lie. What would Jesus do? Walk with love, spread happiness. I thought that I wasn't gonna be like MLK and stand there. There's times I felt very Malcolm X, but for some reason God has called me to love and to ask for love.
What up, doe? Welcome to the show, CBN, champ, genius. God bless the scholar,
no doubt.
Holla, and his steadfast. I got my homie, Mr. Drew, coming through.
Yes, sir.
Holla at the people real quick. Give them a little rundown of what you about.
Oh, man, just the coldest of what I do, man. I speak life into the people. Man, this is what I was born, called, and created to do. We here to change the world, one mind at a time. But, we going to go and get 1 billion of them.
That's what's up.
Like it. So, entrepreneur.
Yes, sir.
Fitness guy.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We work out in the gym, you know what I mean? We get
Yes,
it
sir.
in, you know what I mean? So, talk to us about the products down here, what you do a little bit.
Man, so this is my my skincare line. It's called Beyond Shea. I said that right, Beyond Shea. I know y'all smiling and carrying on because y'all ain't never heard nothing so groovy. But Beyond Shea, it was a vision, an idea that was given to me, downloaded by him truly. And it was something that, I naturally went through, going from, obese to being in shape and learning different things about what I was putting in my body. I wanted to find out what I was putting on my body. Realized over the years I would put lotion on my skin, and when I would sweat, like if I go outside and play or something, like it'd be like this white film like left over my skin. I always wondered what it was, but as we got older and gained more understanding, I realized that my body was rejecting what was in the lotion, because it wasn't natural. My body was only wanting to receive what was natural. So that's where Beyond Shea came into place. And, I received a download after experiencing whipped shea butter, going up to New York to pick up my son one year, and got it, off the streets, off of, a few African vendors, and, off of 125th and Lenox Ave, and got back here and couldn't find no more. And so the download came to me, but I couldn't even see it. Honestly, I thought it was just going to be for me and my family. I just wanted to put on, topically what I believe was natural. And then, when the Lord told me, he said, this is global, it's bigger than that. My whole mind began to see, the real vision. And, man, I had, the whip on my shea butter is what sets my shea butter apart, because, the texture is pretty consistent with lotion. A child can, apply it. The oils that I put in there, I put every oil that naturally agree with our body, from, argan oil to jojoba oil to emu oil. I mean, it's about 10, 15 different oils in there, but I was able to create a proprietary blend and evenly distribute it throughout the shea where, it doesn't leave you oily. It absorbs in your skin better than any shea butter that you can ever put on. It's soft, the fragrance, it smells good, and it's 100% natural.
Dope. Nice.
That's facts, man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
So, check out the link. Click the link. You know what I mean? See where you can order the shea butter at. Make sure you get yours. I ain't gonna lie. I copped some. I was in Miami last year. My wife was just down here. She was just saying, like, yo, we had the craziest tans ever. Just like this gold, bronzy tans. Like, you know what I mean?
Man, something you ain't never ever experienced.
It was phenomenal. You know what I mean? Phenomenal. So, it just go good in the sun. And it's beautiful in the wintertime. So, you know
Absolutely.
what I mean? The champ vouch for that.
No doubt,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir.
Listen, on CBN, we vouch for the black owned.
For the
Yes,
black owned, for sure.
Yes,
So
sir.
no doubt, cop that. And as always, you want to cop a hoodie, ConsciousByNatureApparel.com. Go ahead, get your hoodies. We got 15% off. Zim Diamond is a 15% off code that you want to use. Go ahead, cop your hoodies. Getting cold out, man.
Getting cold.
Yes,
Cop you
sir.
some hoodies. Get
sir.
you some good lotion. Put the hoodie on. Be all ready for the winter.
You hear me?
Us all black on.
Absolutely.
So, if you would, please share this video. Right, this one right here. Just share this one out, man, please. And let's get into some topics.
Let's
man.
get into it, man.
Sir.
You know what we about to talk about. You know what we about to talk about. Go ahead, man.
We talking yee.
You already know.
Mr. West. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Brother's got a lot going on.
yeah.
Okay.
Say
He's
the
out
least.
there making his apology tour right now.
That and I question the death of George Floyd. It hurt my people. It hurt the black people. So I want to apologize to hurting them, because right now God has shown me by what Adidas is doing and by what the media is doing, I know how it feels to have a knee on my neck now. So I thank you, God, for humbling me and letting me know how it really felt. Because how could the richest black man ever be humbled other than to be made to not be a billionaire in front of everyone off of one comment that actually, if you look at the definition of DEF CON, it means to get extra defense, which obviously I must have needed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I seen that.
Absolutely.
And so, man, they a lot of cats is leaving, dipping. Adidas, Donda, cats from Donda Sports is up out of there.
Yeah, you know,
There's a lot
that's
going
one
on.
thing I don't respect the cats from Donda. That shit kind of hit me. I expect Reebok. I expect Balenciaga. I expect Aaron Donald, Jaylen Brown. I don't know. You know, the crazy thing is, when Kanye opened his first interview, his opening statements was, "Black people don't stick together." That's how he opened it. This whole flop, this everything we seeing right now, he opened it with, "Black people don't stick together."
No.
Damn. So, you know, yeah, my bad. Yeah, I
mean, we know where the real power structure is now. Let's just be real. All right. And so, you know, my man was talking big game. I appreciate a lot of what he was saying, and some of the stuff was off kilter for me. All right. But, you know, real quick, he got a first-hand taste. Nigga, you don't run shit up in here, nigga. We'll take this. We'll take this. We'll take this. Now, I'll say this. If he's willing to say, fuck, I don't want none of this shit no more. Fuck it, you can have this shit. I want to speak truth to power, then I rock with it. But it doesn't seem like that, because now he's backtracking and apologizing. That's just my take on it.
what you got?
You know, I appreciate, you know, what the homie is doing, because just from my view, I believe he's winning. You know, Kanye is an extremely intelligent brother that, and this is the crazy part about it, right? Most people don't see the rest of the clips.
Yeah,
They only see the negative clips that other people, but if they was to watch the interviews, they would really hear what the brother's been saying the whole entire time. He knew exactly what he was about to do. It was crazy. I seen a clip the other day that said when he was talking, and he said, you know, man, he said, to get up out of these contracts with Adidas and Balenciaga and da-da-da-da, he said, maybe I gotta, you know, say some anti-Semitic stuff. You understand? Like, the brother knew exactly what he was doing, because what it did is now he's really free.
He is.
You see what I'm saying? Now he's really free, and he still got 400 of them millions. You understand me? To do what it is that's necessary without having to be associated with the devils, you understand me, that he was associated with. The thing is this, man, like, all of that canceling and this, that, like I ask people who don't like what Kanye is doing or saying, I ask him one question: show me where he's lying. Just show me where he's lying.
Nah, he's speaking too much.
You see what I'm saying? Show me where you don't get canceled unless you're telling the truth,
Man.
You know what I mean? And what people, like, I watched this interview from him the other day, because my algorithm shows me the interviews that don't nobody else be seeing, because that's what I want to see. So when I see one, I click one, like one, it just produces more. I'm like, dang, why ain't everybody else posting these, you know, these same clips that I'm seeing? But anyway, I was watching him the other day, and he was just talking about, you know, the real reason they killed Martin Luther King. And if people are educated and know, it wasn't about the "I have a dream" speech. You know what I mean? It wasn't even about him talking about bringing black people together in March and all of that. It wasn't about the marches. It wasn't about any of that. The reason why they killed Dr. King is because he was about to implement a wealth building system for black people. He was talking about economic empowerment and development. That's why they killed Dr. King.
And we can't have that.
You hear what I'm saying? So now when you see a Kanye, and the problem is that what we don't get in our community is that it needs to be 10 Kanyes. It needs to be 100 Kanyes. When a Kanye is out there by himself, that's how they can cancel you. But when you got 100 people thinking like that, that's in all different type of positions with access to that type of resources and wealth, that's what they fear. So let's kill the one nigga, you dig what I'm saying, who can incite something, you know what I mean, to bring truth to it.
This though. He is trying to bring truth. And niggas is jumping shit. It's not like they all stand on board because there is 100 motherfuckers like him that got some bread, that got some money.
But they wasn't. Really but the thing is that they wasn't on it before all of this. They've been on their coonery. They've been on the same stuff that they was on to help them get the money, and that's why all of them are silent, because what's in Kanye isn't in them. So they gonna keep playing good nigga. You know what I mean? They gonna keep smiling in their faces. Where Kanye was like, listen, I'm tired of smiling in y'all's faces when I know who y'all really are. I'm tired of smiling in y'all faces when I know what y'all really doing. The truth of the matter is that y'all really has stole our identity. You dig what I'm saying? And gone on and portrayed, you know, who we really are, and then have enslaved us and suppressed us and lied and manipulated us. You dig what I'm saying? Into believing that we're just slaves. You see what I'm saying? Like, when in fact, when you look at the African American community, the extraordinary measures and feats that we've accomplished, you dig what I'm saying, since our existence of coming over here has been nothing short of miraculous amongst any other race that you can put against us. Now, that doesn't say, oh, well, we're bigots or we're racist because we acknowledge the truth. Nah, that's what Kanye is doing. He's acknowledging the truth and they hate it.
The stuff that Charlemagne the God works for, the stuff that Rosenberg works for, the stuff that academics, the guys that academics, you got to understand, all these people that y'all listening to out here, I'm going to tell y'all, they getting their checks cut. You know, and y'all, I need y'all to really respect what I'm doing, the stuff that I'm doing and I'm saying online, and love the fact, look, I got money, I got my songs, I could go off and just go to, you know, Hawaii and live a nice life. That means that God has called me to sacrifice all of that in order to bring the truth. That's what I'm saying. They don't cut my check. You listen to people that's getting their check cut by Jewish media.
You understand me? When he said that the Jews, you know, run media and this, that, tell me where he lied at. They on CNN, Disney, you understand, ESPN, they on all of that. And all we see is what? We never see nothing positive. If this is the thing, this is what I ask people when I say is homie tripping, is homie lying, right? We know that the Jews have been very powerful people, and we know the mechanisms that they own, right?
Correct.
Now, if they are the righteous people that we've been taught and heard and read and studied and so forth and so on, as they portray, if they are the righteous people, why are y'all's entities producing so much evil? Why is every single entity that y'all produce evil? If you see what I'm saying, y'all are who y'all say y'all are. You know what I mean? Like, because that's not a financial thing. That's not a power and position thing. That's a spiritual thing. That's a heart matter. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all have assumed the identity, but didn't take the spirit with it. And that's what Kanye is saying. Yeah. So what people are missing, because he may not be articulating it the right way.
I think that's what Drew is saying, and I like what Drew is saying.
I mean, listen, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm still picking up what the homie is saying, because again, he may not be, and I'm not defending his wrongs, the stuff he said against black people. Listen, the thing is like I said, where was he lying? He was talking about our culture and how destructive it is, and the stuff we glamorize and the stuff we idolize. You understand me? Where we can sit here and watch a man being tore down regardless of what he said. You understand what I'm saying? Think about what he's brought our culture, regardless of what and I'm not saying anybody can say anything, but think about what he's doing. He's been in rooms, he's had experiences, and he's been in conversations that most people will never ever experience. Listen to what he's saying versus bashing him, because he has to be sharing some truth if in fact he's not just going along to get along no more, and they said pull the plug. You see what I'm saying? When he was going along to get along, matter of fact, when he said the George Floyd stuff, was he canceled? When he spoke about how horrible our culture is to ourselves, was he canceled? You see what I'm saying? But when he says something of the truth to people who know the truth, because you can go to any Jew, any rabbi, anyone who know the truth, and ask them, who are the real Jews? And I guarantee, with the truth in their heart, they say y'all are.
No,
you see what I'm saying?
You facts, and you know, the homie, me and Scholar will talk about this often, and that's why they're called Jewish.
Yep.
Right? You know what I'm saying? That you're not the real true
Absolutely.
Jews.
Absolutely.
Right? And so, you know, for the brother Kanye, man, I hope they don't cancel him all the way out. And what I mean by that, all the way out, I'm talking about that Michael Jackson sleep nighttime. Right? Because I feel like that might be coming.
It's just gonna be a little bit harder because of the times that we live in and what he's already put out there. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a lot more challenging because, again, the position that he's still in is still in a position of power. You know what I mean? Again, he doesn't have 20 million.
Yeah.
He doesn't have 100,000. He still has 400 million.
Yeah.
You understand me? And you can build a small country with that. So what I'm saying,
but they can still make him disappear.
oh no. I'm not saying that they can't, but I'm saying it's a little bit more challenging now that he's been talking about it and exposing it. You see what I'm saying? And in a time now that Michael wasn't in, you got to think social media, all of these different things that Michael and them type of individuals didn't have access to now. So now with news moving at the speed of light, you know what I mean? They gonna have to be crafty if they do it, but at the end of the day, that's where we can still point to and say, well, was he lying?
They ain't gonna have to be crafty.
They gotta be.
No. Send two niggas, rob him, shoot him, kill him, bam.
But getting to Kanye on something like that, like how
Come on now, dog. Everybody can be touched and everybody
can.
And they'll make it so here.
everybody can.
They'll make it so here.
But my whole point is that
they'll make it look like us. We did it.
If that's what they were going to do, they would have done it.
Not yet. I mean,
you see what I'm saying? They would have done it because he's bringing up real truths, like when Michael Jackson exposed Sony and all of them. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what I said, man. People don't get it. You dig what I'm saying? Because, for instance, Michael Jackson's death was because, and what people don't know is he owned Beyonce's catalog. He owned Justin Bieber's catalog. He owned Britney Spears' catalog. He owned the Beatles' catalog. You understand what I'm saying? His catalog was worth billions. And on top of that, when he died, his joint jumped up 1,000%.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So they know the game. Yeah. This ain't no mystery. R. Kelly wasn't about them little girls. You understand me? Do y'all understand R. Kelly's catalog? Do y'all understand how much it's worth? And now they got access to that catalog. That's what people don't get. You know what I mean? It ain't got nothing that they don't think, oh, he's just talking or he's just saying stuff. They don't think that. They like, man, the wealth. You understand me? How can we get the wealth? Yeah. You understand me? And now because Kanye still is self-established the way that he is, oh, he's no longer a billionaire, but 400 million, you can become a billionaire tomorrow if you make moves like Kanye been making already. So it ain't really hurt him like that. You know what I mean? But again, people got to understand that's where they're trying to hurt us. You know what I mean? As long as they can keep us broke and broke-minded, you know, that's how, you know what I mean, they can continue to control us. But when we start waking up and start learning financial literacy, and we start building wealth, and we start learning how to go and build your own, like Kanye, you know, ultimately end up doing, like Sway was telling him when he was like, yo, no, you ain't got the answers. Sway had the answers. You know what I mean? And he had to admit that. But again, how many of us had to recant things that we've said? How many of us have said things out of place? You know what I mean? Like, how many of us have said something that we wish we could take back in our lifetime? How many of us? I'm pretty sure we all can raise our hand. Everybody that's watching this, everybody that's going to hear this, including us in this room, we all can raise our hand and say, man, we all have. Again, but he's doing it from a billionaire status. We don't know what he's facing. We don't know what he's dealing with. But if you stop and listen to that brother don't sound like he's retarded or ignorant. He sound like he's making a lot of sense amongst all of the emotional things he can be dealing with.
There's one more thing that I want to say, that's a scary situation. It's the fact that I think it was Chase.
Yep.
JP
you know,
Morgan.
that's crazy, man. You say something, they like, nah.
Yep.
Clink, clink.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We'll lock your money up. Or matter of fact, get your money up out of here. That's a scary situation that we need to pay attention to.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Where somebody can say, you know what, I can go ahead and shut that down.
Absolutely.
You can't even get into your money or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So there's certain things about this that we need to pay attention to.
That most people miss it emotionally.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not picking up intellectually.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Hey, man. Yo, that was crazy. Yo, thank you for joining us, everybody, man. Stay conscious. We out.